Hey, we have a new pope.
It's something I said would not happen.
I
said
know.
it.
I think there's a clip too of you saying that this would not happen. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage here.
Because
I do think it's interesting that it's a long shot, but there could be an American-born pope. I know, but there apparently his name got thrown out there, so.
But not going to happen.
Right.
So let's be clear. Let's say what we're not going to get. We're not going to get an American pope.
Yeah.
I've got to eat those words, apparently.
Eat them. Eat them.
Got to
Eat
those.
them.
We got an American pope.
So we have an American pope, and people are in their big feelings about this. How do you feel about it, Shannon?
So I'm super surprised. I have been sequestered most of the day, so I was like totally unaware. And so I had no idea. No idea we had seen white smoke. So I'm so disappointed because I love the pageantry of all of that, like the traditionalism of it all. So I like to be home and have the TV on and looking at it.
Well, you missed it, but we have an American pope, and I wonder how, that thing feels about that, because he kind of threw his name in the hat, right?
His trifling tail. That was
I don't think that he's MAGA friendly either.
But let's be clear, the new pope, I don't think he's here for their shenanigans because he's had a few social media posts previously since he was based in this country, rebuking them, putting them to task for some of their policies.
Okay.
So I look forward to seeing how he's going to lead the Catholic Church.
Yeah. And does he have a little tint of brown to him?
Listen,
some ancestry, brownness.
I found so in my search to find out some things about our new pope. He has a Creole grandmother. His grandmother hails from her lineages through Louisiana Creoles, and his grandfather has lineage through Haiti, through Port-au-Prince. So he has Haitian and Louisiana Creole roots. So he has a deep tan, deep tan.
Yeah. So this might give them something else to fuss about. How
baby,
exciting.
They're going to be hot. They're going to be hot.
I'm excited.
I'm super excited. I still can't believe it. I said it wasn't going to happen because I was like, what we're not going to get is an American pope. And here we are. Look at me. I got to eat those words. That's why you should never say never, apparently.
All right. Prime Minister of Canada came to visit the smelly one.
Prime Minister Carney comes to America.
Yes.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
That's true.
We're sitting in one right now, Buckingham Palace that you visited as well.
That's true.
Baby, he gathered him together in the best kind of way. He said, having had the opportunity to meet with the owners of Canada over the last several. It's a no for me, dog. It's a no.
Go ahead on with that shit. I don't want to hear about it no more. That's what he said. Toodaloo.
Get on.
Scat. Skedaddle.
Get on.
No more. Yeah. I thought that was so nice, but it was nice nasty.
Baby, he gathered him right on up. Look, he ate and left no crumb.
Yeah. So do you think he got it? Or, with his alleged condition, will he come back to this like tomorrow?
If he didn't get it, his handlers got it. And they
do you think he's going to listen?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
So we'll be back here.
He's still trying to take Greenland and all the foolishness.
Yeah. But I was sitting there looking at his face. His face was very telling. Did you look at the expression? He's like,
that's all he ever does.
He never knows anything. I've got to ask my attorney. What's this about the Constitution? I don't know.
However, I think that Trump has nobody to blame for Carney but himself, because that gentleman rode the wave. His party rode the wave of anti-Trumpism. Had Trump not been so crazy, the Conservative Party in Canada would have won, because the way things were going, it wasn't going to happen for them. And so Carney's win was a comeback, and it was a rebuke of Trump.
Of the Trump regime. That is what the world is looking at. And so we are like the litmus test on what not to do. Here we are, we've seen him, and it's not even been, 6 months, and we are tired. And other countries are like, keep that over there.
They really are. And do we have news fatigue? I think I have a little news fatigue, because I'm just like,
I have all kinds of fatigue.
Like, what is it now? What did he say now? Dang.
Exactly. And it's like that every day and multiple times during the day.
Mhm.
So you're sitting here like, okay, what's going on today? What's he gonna do? Well, here's another alert. And I am so tired of it. I was talking to my manager about this today. I said, I think I'm stressed out
Because it's
because
crazy.
it's so much going on. And of course, he's in the UK and he's like, yeah, y'all's president.
It really is. It's absolutely
embarrassing.
bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah, so we've got that on Meet the Press when he sat down and said that Jasmine Crockett was a low IQ person.
He has tried to make her his favorite little punching bag because, baby, she takes no wooden nickels from him and calls him to the carpet about everything. And I did see a clip of her commencement address,
Yes.
which was chef's
Amazing.
kiss. And, you know, he's not here for it. And he had to
No.
he had to force himself on the University of Alabama.
Yeah, because they said, we did not invite you, sir. You invited yourself. How embarrassing is that?
Very,
But-
because he wants to be accepted. He has like a inferiority complex. He always tries to say he's the best. The 2 interviews he's done recently on major mainstream news, Kristen Welker asked, at what point do you own the economy?
Yeah, he said half of it is ours, half is Biden.
The good part is mine. The bad
Yeah.
part is Biden's. That's what he said. And I said,
And it's like, no. No, you take this, sir. But I liked what Jasmine Crockett did. She wanted to talk about what are the things that are impeding his progress. And it's like, because he's on this trans agenda, this is why things aren't getting done. And it's
Mhm.
because of the trans. And they called him to the table.
More difficult for Americans to make ends meet. So, Miss Graves, I want to play a game. It's called Trump or Trans. You ready?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to tell me whether or not it is Trump or trans people that are responsible. You understand?
Got it.
Okay, very good. The first one, gutted medical research.
Trump.
Kidnapping Americans and sending them to foreign countries, a.k.a. deporting them.
Trump.
Driving us into a recession.
Trump.
Increasing the cost of everything.
Trump.
Waging an idiotic tariff war.
Trump.
Harming farmers.
Trump.
Ignoring the Constitution.
Trump.
Proposing to take away Social Security.
Trump.
Cutting health care.
Trump.
Firing government workers who keep our country safe.
Trump.
Encouraging an environment of hate and divisiveness.
Trump.
Thank you so much.
So who's to blame for the mess that we're in right now? Absolutely.
he
And
is.
that was a very easy game to play. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene, she probably could have played that.
No, she couldn't. She couldn't have.
She would have found a way to
I'm from the
squiggle
great
out of
state of
something.
Georgia. She couldn't have.
I mean, I thought it was cut and dry, but yeah, we're talking about somebody that lives in the world of Delulu.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But don't you like these blatant examples? Like they're very simple.
They are, but until Republicans acknowledge,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, because they're privately acknowledging it. Until Republicans publicly acknowledge what's going on, nothing will change. They're going to let this continue. They're going to let all this foolishness continue.
What do you think they say in their closed door meetings?
Well, there have been several that have admitted that they know it's crazy. They know the agenda is wrong. They know they're hurting Americans, but publicly they would never say it. They can't say it. They fear the public will turn on them because
Mhm.
people have really drunk the Kool-Aid. They're out here Jim Jonesing it with this Kool-Aid.
This is wild business.
It is, you don't even want to know. I really think it's in days. That's a whole other topic, but it is absolutely crazy. People believe what is truly wrong is right, and they're standing 10 toes down in it.
So how do you think we recover from this? Or do we?
Think we will,
Mhm.
but he's causing generational damage. Like a bunch of this damage, real talk, will not be repaired in our lifetime.
That is so sad.
That's crazy business.
You know, I'm just thinking like other countries, would you take mercy on us? Like, you know what? We didn't do this. It was him. It was that guy with the shoe lifts.
Allegedly.
Countries are not like in disbelief as well. It is
Exactly.
like watching a slow motion train wreck just come right in front of you and really not believing that it's happening, but it's absolutely happening. It's absolutely happening.
No. And people are meeting with him, and I don't want people to meet with him unless they can talk to him rough like Carney. And Carney did it very nice, but I want somebody to just cuss him out. You know, just take it there because he is horrible. He is mean to other people. He doesn't care about, human rights, nothing. So dog walk his ass.
But he holds the
I
most
know.
powerful position in the land and could be argued the world. And so money, power, respect. He doesn't have much of our respect, but the office that he holds commands all of those things. And that makes it absolutely crazy.
The office is being looked at differently now. He has set a whole different standard for what a president is to be. And I think he likes that. In his mind, he thinks it's a good thing. And it is not. He is rogue. He is illiterate. They said he smells.
Allegedly.
So I just added.
He's not the shiniest apple in the bunch. Let's be clear.
No, he's a window licker. He's a window licker. He is remedial. So if he was in school right now, I'm sure he would have an IEP and a handler.
Allegedly.
A what?
Handler. Somebody to go from class to class with
Well,
him.
he already has a handler.
Yeah, he's got some right now.
I mean, somebody is leading him around by the nose. I mean, realistically, he's being led around.
Allegedly.
Because he had no plan. He had no agenda. So Project 2025 is his agenda because it was handed to him because he had nothing.
Absolutely. He hasn't read it. He doesn't know what's in it. So Stephen Miller is really running the show and other Heritage Foundation people.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to talk about this. Uncle Smokey Robinson.
Okay,
Smokey.
so the people hit me because my head was under the sand. I did not know. But I am not surprised because if I recall correctly about Uncle Smokey, when he got divorced, I think in the 90s, from his wife of all them years, it was because Uncle Smokey struggled to be faithful.
Allegedly.
I believe.
And
he
allegedly, they said that one of his favorites was at the Met Gala with a long train.
Well, didn't she say in a book, little tete-a-tete?
So I'm just like, ooh. But he's being accused by his housekeepers.
Again, money, power, respect. These folks think they're invincible. They've gotten away with things once or twice, so they think they can continue to get away with it.
He is 85 years old. Let me
He
tell
needs
you
to go.
something.
He need to go sit in a corner too.
And his wife is going to sit there and be like, mm-mm.
This
They said that she has allegedly paid off other women before for his.
So she knew. Well, you know what?
You don't feel bad.
The way you get them
is how you lose them. That's what they tell you.
And she got him the wrong way. From Miss Claudette.
Well, let me tell you something. He is 85 years old, and I read those documents, and I said, no, this is disgusting. This is elder abuse.
See, Mr. Nasty Time, part 2.
Mr. Nasty Time.
Part 2.
I mean, there's a lot of Mr. Nasty Time.
Mr. Old Nasty Time. Old. Just old.
I mean, just despicable time. Mr. Wormy Time. So there are so many things that I could say about this, but I will not because it'll go left. But Smokey, what you doing? What you popping over there?
Go sit down. Go sit down at 8 and just
Where
go off
your
into
grandchildren?
the sunset.
And do
Quietly.
they call you and be like, Pawpaw? You just read these? Yeah, you doing nasty shit. Ugh. He gonna mess around and stroke out. Sit down, Smokey.
That's why you need to sit down somewhere.
But do you remember how he was thrusting? It was like a viral clip of him in some concert, and he was like, he was so
watching
despicable.
Smokey a long time ago because when he started tinkering with his face, it was a no for me, dog.
I looked at his face. He looks like an old haint.
It looks very, very pulled back.
Snatched. Looks like Casper.
And
Friendly
so
Ghost.
it was a no for me.
Mr. Wormy Time.
Mr. Old Nasty.
Baby Smokey is out here looking, he looks like a haint. I'm telling you, that's what my grandmama would say. He look like an old haint. He looks dead. Well, Shannon, how will next week?
It's been quite the week so far. Who knows what's going to happen over the weekend? Who knows?
I'm ready to see what's going to happen between Venezuela and their leader, this prison. We've got some hot topics over there, too, that I think are brewing. They're cooking up. I mean,
what's going on, folks? As usual. It's never dull around here.
Never. I know, but 4 years ago this time, it wasn't this way. But I mean, one good thing we can say, at least we get to talk about it with our friends.
We do. We so do. Well, until next time, friends. See ya.
Don't forget to add us later.
There you go.
That's a wrap on this episode of At Me Later. We drop new bite-sized episodes packed with news and sass every Tuesday and Friday. So make sure you're following us wherever you get your podcasts. And because we love validation, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a review, and drop a comment to let us know what you think. It helps us more than you know. At Me Later is an A Collective production, and we'll be back in your ears soon. But until then, stay loud, stay opinionated, and as always, at us later.
And we see that Stephen Miller is suing John Robert, Justice John Robert.
No, I didn't know that. For what?
It's a good one. We'll have to pop that one in. LV, let's pop that in.
What is this? Okay, Mike Walls, because he's leaving. Is she running through all the clips? Oh, you just need space. Okay, so she's cycling through them to get rid of them,
Okay.
I think.
The golden toilet
Toilet
goblin. I love that. Are you deleting? Look at thin lip. Okay, do we need to go back to,
We can't hear you. You're muted. Your microphone's muted in the little corner.
it's red.
No idea what she's saying. There we go.
I knew.
Get your fingers off of it. Stop. Move your fingers.
Okay, I knew. No, I need it because I want to put a picture of him up so
Of
you all
Smokey?
can keep talking. Yeah, like if you ever see just like things that don't make any sense and you weren't expecting them, just know that it's just because I want a space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop
I'm not
talking
try-
about
not
Smokey,
trying
but
to
we
get
can
rid
go
of-
back.
I don't need space. It's like, have you seen him? Like, and then you're like his fa-. And so I'm like, well, I need to put a picture there. And I was like,
Baby, Smokey is out here looking,
yeah.
he looks
Yeah,
like a
so-
haint. I'm telling you, let's